Today we're in a vineyard just outside Marseille in the south of France, and we're going to look again at the Ford Capri. We've already done a walk around of this in the studio, internally and externally. We're going to do a quick refresh today, but more importantly take it out for a drive, because Ford said they've done their Ford magic on this VW MEB platform that's in underneath, sharing on other models such as the Cupra Tavascan, Skoda Enyaq Coupe, ID.5, etc. So let's get started. The venue today is a working vineyard, but also an art gallery. So around the place you have a number of different art installations. You have the vineyard element and you have the Ford Capri. Celebrating the past while reinventing our future. That was the director of design, Amco Linarts, when he is talking about the Ford Capri. Starting off at the front, we don't have a frunk, whatever you want to call it. You do have LED lights and LED matrix on the premium model, and that's what we have here today. This is the all-wheel drive with the bigger battery, and what they say is it is the dog bone front, similar to our Gen 1 and Gen 2 Capri, gloss black, and you've got that Ford badge. You've got Capri embossed into the front of it. This is the blue My Mind colour, which I prefer to the vivid yellow. You've got some air vents down along the side, some gloss black. I'll pop the bonnet so you can see that there is no frunk, but as I said in my static review, which I did have on the channel, it is, you can have, you probably could do an aftermarket shallow tray inside here. Down along the side then, you've got some nice design going on here that was pointed out to me this morning. You've got the gloss black around the wheels. 19s on the standard Capri. The premium then comes in 20s, and you can get 21s. Today we're on 235 50 20s on the front. Continentals, Eco Contact 6s. You've got that gloss black, giving it that real visor front. Very similar to a Polestar 2, but just a bit beefier, or a Citroen EC4X. Gloss black wing mirrors, matte black with the indicator, 360-degree camera, gloss black along the floor, proper door handles with keyless entry, gloss black B-pillar, and then that Capri D shape in the C-pillar. This is a coupe, so this is 20 centimeters longer than the Ford Explorer, so it's going directly up against the rest of the MEB platforms that it's based upon. You've got your shark fin aerial, you've got that strip here just so that it's not all black. This one has the pano sunroof charging, rear left hand side, AC up to 11 kilowatt, DC depending on the battery size. There is the extended range rear wheel drive, and the maximum on that is 135 kilowatt, or the extended all wheel drive, which we're here today, and that is the 79 kilowatt hour battery and 180 kilowatt maximum top charging. They're saying 10 to 80% in 28 minutes approximately. Down at the rear then you have your large Ford badge, you have your nice coupe but raised up, and that hinge raised back so that the headroom isn't compromised. You've got your lights, and I'll put some footage up of the lights lining up. You've got the Capri badge in underneath, and this one has the kick to open, supposedly. Never works on camera. And then you've got 572 litres or 575 litres in the boot. 572. You can see lots of luggage in there. You also have the ability of dropping that floor down. There is a subwell down there as well. So as well, let me drop that up so you can see. Oh, there you go. So that's the subfloor. Then down here, a nice little pocket for your charging cables, 12 volt, chopping bag hooks, 40-60 split in the, and on some models you also have a little release here, and on the all-wheel drive it'll tow up to 1200 kgs, on the rear-wheel drive it's 1000 kgs. That seat is set for me, tinted windows in the rear, and you do have that pano sunroof, flat floor. We've got a load of kids coming here now, so that window goes down. I'll open it up when I'm in the front. You've got that solid front seat. Down the rear then you've got two USB-Cs, air vents, and you've a little storage. You've got venting and the you've no storage here. You do have pockets in the rear. Two Isofix. You've got your head armrest with your cup holders built in, and your ski hatch. and your 3 headrests, and they've done a nice feature in the rear here of cutting it out. So feet, I'm 188 centimeters, 6'2", decent, not bad thigh support. And then headroom, yeah, actually I think a bit better in the sunroof. And then we have armrest. We'll move it up to the front. So in the front, you have, this is where you start to see a lot of the Volkswagen. So you've got that rear single, so you have to press rear and then it'll open it down. So let's turn it on. So press the brake and it engages it. And then that rear window goes down as far as there, nearly all the way down. And then when I want to operate the front window, I have to press it again and it'll operate the front window. I can open the power tail lift. This is nice. I like it's a soft touch. This has the head-up display. It's got that Volkswagen, but there's a frame around it to make it look not like Volkswagen. It's reach and rake on that steering wheel, up and down, in and out. Left-hand side is your lights. Right-hand side on the steering column is your power on, power off. You've got your haptic buttons. Again, a carryover from your Volkswagen. You've got your little hark back to the Capri steering wheel, square top squircle, I think is what they call it. This one has the B&O system on the premium. It also has a 14.6-inch lockable, so when the car locks, there's a metal bolt that goes across there. So that's my private vault is what they call that. And you've got some storage in underneath here as well. Some capacitive stuff down here, hazard lights, and then on and off. Fairly responsive. This is the Gen 1 Volkswagen software, but they've actually put a Ford skin over it. Dual climate control, heated seats, heated steering wheel, and then you've got a single wireless charging pad, which is on the premium, 2 phone holders, and what you can do is there's phone charging in there. Cup holders here, and then your armrest. The mega front, or mega, goes all the way down in there. Massive, absolutely huge. Oh. And these seats are gorgeous. All the way down. And then you've got your glove box. Yeah, they've done a nice job on it. With the pano sunroof, I think it's great. Because otherwise it's super black versus the Explorer. Not much in the difference between that steering wheel, slightly different, seats are slightly different. And then normally the headliner is grey in the Explorer and it's black on the Capri, more of a sporty thing going on there. But otherwise, what other things have I forgotten about before we take it out for a drive? Size, it's 4.63 meters long, it is 2 meters wide and 1.623 millimeters tall. 77 and 79 kilowatt hour battery range. On the rear wheel drive 77 kilowatt hour battery, WLTP they're saying 620, real world probably near that mid to low 5s. And otherwise comes in 6 different colors: a white, a black, a red, a grey, a blue and a yellow. You don't get the Arctic blue, you get the yellow in the Capri. They're the differences between the Capri and the Explorer. More importantly, we've done all this before, but otherwise, let's take it out for a drive. The Nevo Electric Vehicle Show is back in partnership with Bank of Ireland. The show's second instalment will take place in the RDS Simmons Court on the 10th of November 2024. Building on the sold-out success of the previous show, this will be Ireland's largest ever motor show. Experience all things e-mobility with over 30 manufacturer brands displaying over 80 electric vehicles, the latest in charging and energy solutions, engaging discussions with industry experts, exhilarating test drive experiences and captivating live vehicle demonstrations. Visit Nevo.ie today to learn more and register for your free ticket. What's it like driving the all-new Ford Capri based on that MEB platform? So it is what we're used to. Ford have said they've done a couple of tweaks, but unless I'm coming straight out of an MEB ID5, Cupra Tavascan, etc., I don't know whether I'd find the difference. It has speed sign recognition anyway. You can feel it's a heavy car with this 79 kilowatt hour battery. It is set up a small bit firmer than what I can remember on the Volkswagen, sorry, the Freudian slip, the Ford Explorer. So a small bit firmer in the actual suspension. It's not uncomfortable, it's definitely just to set up a small bit firmer. Visibility, rear is not bad, but it does have that sloping roofline, so it is a small bit on the narrow side. Good sized door mirrors and blind spot as well. We've got that head-up display. Bottom of the A-pillar, I don't think that blind spot is going to be too much of a difficulty there. Seats are lovely, very comfortable, and these have the massage. They're also heated. I don't believe they're cooled. This is on the 20-inch wheels, so that probably isn't helping with regards to the unevenness of the road. Brakes are discs on the front, drums on the rear, like all of those MEB platform cars. And you've got two-stage regenerative braking, D mode, which is dynamic, and it works off the satellite navigation, and then B mode, which is their next stage. There isn't one pedal driving. The steering wheel is a nice feel, even with the squircle side of things. Clear visibility on the driver display. Yeah, overall, a very nice, comfortable place to be on these windy roads around Marseille. We need to watch this cyclist and whatever else is coming down the hill. Plenty power in that all-wheel drive. So standard, so they're both coming in extended range. There will be a smaller battery coming, which is 52 kilowatt hour, I believe. But otherwise, today we are in the all-wheel drive premium trim 79 kilowatt hour battery. So today it is the 250 kilowatt across both axles, given 340 PS. Torque on the front is 134 Newton meters, and on the rear it's 545. Energy consumption we'll talk about at the end. Top speed 180 kilometers an hour. 0 to 105.3 seconds. So it's able to shift if it wants to shift. There's adaptive cruise control, etc., etc. So as far as you could get from the original Ford Capri, but it's what people are looking for. And in this blew my mind, I think it's my favorite color from those 6 colors. I haven't seen it in, I've seen it in the metallic magnetic gray today actually. But otherwise, yeah, it can move if it wants to move. And it can hold the road as well with the slightly wider tires in the rear. Good. Hopefully you've enjoyed that second look around, but also first drive of the Ford Capri. As always, we'd love to get it home back in Ireland on roads that we know, so we can do proper testing, but also coast-to-coast efficiency tests. I'll tell you now what this car has been getting with regards to efficiency. Efficiency on the Ford Capri, since we've gotten it from the airport and driven it out, we are getting long-term just over 20 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So 20.5 is what it's saying. That's been motorway, that's been journalists. You probably will get that in, not probably, you definitely will get that in underneath. Hopefully you've enjoyed the second look, first drive of the Ford Capri. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button, leave a comment, like the video and share it. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, I know the next video that's going to come up on the screen, you're going to enjoy that too.